Once upon a time, there was a little, cute girl. She was so adorable that anyone who saw her would instantly become fond of her. But the one who loved her the most was her grandmother. Whenever the grandmother saw her face, she would feel an overwhelming urge to do anything for her, even to the point of being unsure of what to do. One day, the grandmother made a cute hood for the girl out of red velvet. The girl loved it so much that she stopped wearing anything else. From then on, everyone started calling her Little Red Riding Hood. One day, Little Red Riding Hood's mother called her and said, "Little Red Riding Hood, come here for a moment. Here's some sweets and a bottle of wine. Take them to your grandmother's place. She's sick and weak, but these will surely make her feel better. Hurry, before it gets too hot. And when you go out, walk carefully. Don't stray off the path. If you do, you might trip and break the bottle, and then you'll have nothing to give your grandmother. And when you enter your grandmother's room, don't forget to greet her first. And don't wander around everywhere once you're inside." "Okay," said Little Red Riding Hood, promising to follow her mother's instructions. Now, the grandmother's house was in the forest, about half an hour's walk from the village. As Little Red Riding Hood entered the forest, a wolf appeared. But Little Red Riding Hood didn't know that wolves could be dangerous, so she wasn't afraid. "Hello, Little Red Riding Hood," said the wolf. "Hello, Mr. Wolf. Where are you going so early?" "I'm going to my grandmother's." "What's that you have under your apron?" "It's sweets and wine. I baked them yesterday. My grandmother is sick, so these will give her strength." "Where does your grandmother live, Little Red Riding Hood?" "Farther into the forest, about 15 minutes away. Her house is under 3 big oak trees. You know it, don't you?" And Little Red Riding Hood continued to gather flowers, thinking of her grandmother along the way. But while she was picking flowers, the wolf went straight to her grandmother's house and swallowed her whole. Meanwhile, Little Red Riding Hood, having collected enough flowers, remembered her grandmother and hurried to her house. When she arrived, she found the door open, which seemed strange to her. Inside, things didn't seem normal either. Little Red Riding Hood thought, "Something's not right today. Usually, going to grandmother's house is so much fun." She went to the bedside and pulled back the curtain. There lay her grandmother, but something was off. Little Red Riding Hood remarked on her grandmother's big ears, eyes, hands, and mouth. Before she could finish, the wolf jumped out of bed and swallowed her too. Just then, a huntsman passing by heard the wolf snoring and decided to investigate. Seeing the wolf, he realized it had eaten both the grandmother and Little Red Riding Hood. He cut open the wolf's belly, freeing them both. They quickly filled the wolf's belly with stones, and when it woke up, it collapsed and died. The 3 were overjoyed. The huntsman took the wolf's pelt home, and they all enjoyed the sweets and wine. Little Red Riding Hood decided never to wander alone in the forest again, as her mother had warned her.